We are seeing this game between Garry Kasparov versus Boris Gelfand. It was played in Amsterdam in the UA Memorial Tournament, 1996. So let's see the game. Kasparov, he starts with E4 and then the opponent plays C5. Knight F3, D6. Like normal opening, Sicilian defense. So D4 main line, you can say open Sicilian, C cross D4, knight cross D4, knight F6, knight C3, and then we have this A6 move, Najidor variation, bishop E2, E5, attacking the knight. Knight has to move somewhere. He has options, knight B3, knight F3, sometimes even knight F5, but not so good. So knight B3 was played, bishop E7, and then castle, castle. So both are just playing very normal line. Okay, this is like one of the, you can say, popular line because they have played this kind of Sicilian defense, and Kasparov especially has played Najidor variation so many times. So against Kasparov, if you're playing Najidor, you should be very sure what you're doing. And yes, Boris Gelfand was one of the best player at that time. So that's fine. He knew the theory well. Knight C6. Okay, knight C6 was played. Sometimes, yeah, you could play even knight B7, but here knight C6 was played. F4, attacking E5. Okay, giving pressure. What to do here? Gelfand played A5. A new and interesting idea at that time. Okay, despite to lose a tempo, what is the idea? Idea is see the B3 knight is here. You ask question to that knight. Afterwards, A4 is coming. So you are giving threat. So white has to also waste one of his move in the side. So he plays white plays. Okay, white plays A4, stopping black's A4. And then black played this, knight B4. What is the idea again? Simple, you're controlling D5, you're giving support to this. This support was already there, and the queen is also there. So he's preparing to play D5. See, what is the problem in this position for black? If you see properly, you'll understand that the problem is this. Okay. Why is it a problem? This is called as backward pawn. Okay, white has this open file, and you don't have any support to this pawn. Okay, there is no pawn here or here, and that's why there is a backward pawn. And if it's on the open file of the opponent, that pawn is a weak pawn. You have to be careful, and you should try to exchange it as early as possible to get rid of it. And how to do it? You have to move it ahead. But here, opponent is not allowing you very easily, and that's why you need to prepare to do that as early as possible. And yeah, knight b4 was played for that. So bishop f3. Okay, Kasparov knows he doesn't want black to play this, and he stopped it. Okay, he gave one more attack. See, 1, 2, 3 attacks were there, and now the fourth one is also there. So 4 attacks. If you try to play d5, there will be 4 attacks and 3 supports. Can you do it? The answer is no. So this is how white has stopped d5, black's d5. Now black has to do something different. And now black played queen b6. Okay, so black said, okay, I'll control this very good diagonal. Okay, because here white has not played bishop e3. Normally he plays this before any other move. Like this, but then yeah, he had to control this, and that's why he didn't control this diagonal. So black said, I'll control this diagonal. Now if you want to play this, you have to give support first, and then maybe you can do this. But after that also, you have to be careful. Anyway, after queen b6, now Kasparov has played g4. So Kasparov is an attacking player, and he said, no, I'll not stop on this side. I'll not think about my king safety. Instead, I'll attack on this side. I know in Sicilian defense, normally we are supposed to attack on the king side. So attacking game is going on. Okay, white is attacking. Black is also having very good pieces on this side, queen side. So both the players are playing very actively. They're not playing any passive move. But then there are some weaknesses. So they have to take care afterwards of those weaknesses. So here E cross F4. Okay. Because black thought if I don't exchange, that pawn would give me more problem. Like what was the threat? The threat was afterwards white could play f5, then g5, and then either g6 or f6. So these pawns are coming forward. They are not simple or normal attack. They are going to make very dangerous attacks. You have to be careful. If you can exchange one of the pawns, then the attack, at least with these pawns, are less. And that's why Gelfand captured this. E cross f4, then bishop cross f4. Kasparov is happy because his piece, one of the piece came out with tempo. Okay, anyway, he had to develop it. So he captured that pawn and got the bishop out. Bishop is developed. He got the open file as well. So he needs to move the bishop out somewhere else. And then the rook will keep attacking here, okay, which would be not easy for black. So knight d7. See, black understood the threat and he thought, I will now move the knight here and stop any threat on this side. Maybe the bishop would come on this side. This bishop would come here and he would try to move this and exchange. Something like this he had to play. Knight d4. So knight d4 is there for this threat. Okay, this knight is coming on f5 and then going to attack this e7 bishop or attacking on this king side. So f5 is a very good square and black didn't want him to take that, and that's why black had to play this g6. Okay, he doesn't he didn't like that, but then you cannot allow the opponent to be there on a very good square like this. He said no. Even if I am creating some weaknesses here, I will take care of them afterwards. But first of all, let me stop you from doing this, anything on this. After g6, Kasparov played bishop h6. Yes, Kasparov was waiting for these kind of weaknesses. So the moment when he saw these weaknesses, he said, yes, let's control, let's use those weaknesses. So bishop h6, attacking the rook. Rook had to move, rook e8. And guess what? Kasparov said, I want to attack on this side. I have enough pieces on this side. Now, if I have to sacrifice also, I'm okay with that. And Kasparov said, I will move the knight here. Okay, at any cost, I want to move that knight there. So Kasparov made attack on this and this, especially, yeah, this pawn is in trouble. Two attack, two supports are there, but he can increase the attack, right? He can play knight b5 and attack, something like that. So after knight f5, g cross f5, okay, forcing, if you don't capture this, there are problems, okay. Like suppose you just move the bishop back, what will he do? He would play queen d2. And if you capture this, it's not good, okay, so you can't take it. And this position now, white is just controlling all these, weak dark squares very well. And white has a very good advantage here, okay. It's not like winning advantage, but it has enough. It is enough at least to take the advantage. I mean, to go towards like winning position. G cross f5. Okay, he could capture, but then again bishop e3, and then the queen has to move somewhere like this, and then G cross f5. Then white can attack from here, okay, which is good. So this didn't happen. Let's see what happened in the game. Yeah, bishop f8. He has not played. Black has not played. He captured here, okay. G cross f5, and then G cross f5. So Kasparov sacrificed the knight for a pawn right now. What is the idea? The idea, he said, my bishop is already there, and my other pieces can join the attack fast. So I'm okay with this. I can sacrifice. Okay, the bishop can come, the queen can come and attack. The other rook can also come on this side. So he saw all this, and then when you are very sure that you are going to do something for sure, and when the opponent has less pieces to defend the king, that time you can sacrifice. Here, actually, he should have played, black should have played king h8, and it was okay. Okay, he could survive for at least some moves, but he made a mistake here. Okay, black played this bishop f6. He thought this pawn would come forward, but then once this pawn comes ahead, then there are no issues, no problem, because he can just simply play this side and then move this, and no problem. But that didn't happen. What happened? Bishop f6. We stopped that, but now white can attack very nicely. And yes, the first move is this. You were waiting for this move. Rook g1 check. King has to move. King h8 is okay. And then queen d2. Yes. Queen d2 idea. What is the idea of this? Make double rook first of all. You can move the rook somewhere, and then you make double rook. And then this rook, they can be very dangerous. Okay. So after this knight e5, now he wants to get some pieces on this side to save the king. Okay, he got one more knight here. He is attacking on this now. The bishop is in trouble. You have to do something about it. So queen g2 gave support, and he's saying, okay, you take it. I don't mind. You do that, and then maybe I'll try to do something on this side. So let's see what happens. After this, knight g6 is forced. If you capture this, it's not so good because there is a mating 4 here after knight cross f3. How? Let's see. So white to play mating 4. Bishop g7 first. If you capture with the bishop, it's mating 2 then. Okay, on the next move only, it's a checkmate. So you can't take it. Then king g8 is the only move to save this. But then bishop cross f6, discovered check. So maybe to delay the checkmate, you can play like this: knight g5, queen cross g5, queen king f8, and queen g7 checkmate, or even all these checkmates are there: queen g7, g8, and h6. And that's why it's not going to help if you take knight cross f3. So what to do? You have to block it. Okay, the piece which you had taken, now you have to return, and that's what black did. Black returned this knight to defend the king. So knight g6 is the only move, and yes, white is happy to take that back. F cross g6, F cross g6, and now see, you have equal position. You are not you don't have to worry about those extra points, or which the opponent had. Now it's equal, but now the thing is, like, you have the attack, okay, without any material advantage to black. White has this very good attack. Still, all these pieces are there. Only, yes, you have to just open now from somewhere, and then it will be fine. So here, what to do? He was thinking, in Kasparov played this move, rook g f1. Okay, so Kasparov understood now this side nothing is happening. So now shift the pieces to this open file. This bishop would move somewhere, and then the rook would capture or attack, and then he's planning to go to get all the pieces on f5. So rook g f1 was a good move. Here the opponent got worried about this, discovered attack on this, and that's why, what did he play? Actually, it's not bad, but yeah, he played this bishop g7. Bishop e5 was also there, but he preferred this one, bishop g7. And then white said, okay, this is the main defender, only defender. Let's exchange. Bishop cross g7 check, and then king cross g7, and now rook a d1. Okay, the idea is, of course, getting more pieces into the attack. Now this rook is already attacking. If you increase the pressure on it, it's very good. Okay, somehow you can increase the pressure. After that, bishop d7, he has to get the pieces out. So somewhere here the rook can come. The bishop is already coming forward. If the knight comes here, now you can even take with the bishop. So here, white played queen g3, threatening this. So rook e5, stopping this attack. But then bishop g2. Now this rook is controlling this. And here black made a mistake. Okay, what was the mistake? Now here he should have played something like rook f8 and control this dangerous file. But he didn't do anything like that. He played this knight cross c2. He thought it is free. I'll take it and afterwards I'll move the rook knight here to attack the rooks. But it's not that good because you're allowing to do something else. And here queen f4 was a very good move, but white has not played that. White played knight d5, okay, which was like second or third best. He made an attack and he got one piece towards the king, which is good. But there is no big threat, okay, only attacking this. So the queen can move anywhere and queen moved on the right place, queen d8. Now, queen b3 was also very good here, or rook d2, but here again, Kasparov played queen f2, made attack on this side. He's planning to come over here, knight b4, saving the knight, and now knight b6, giving attack to both these pieces. Bishop g4. So he's saying, okay, you can take this, exchange this, I don't mind. He made attack on this. But now Kasparov is interested, more interested in the king. So queen f7 check, king has to move, king h8, knight cross a8, capturing this. Queen could capture, but first he captured this, bishop cross d1, rook cross d1, and then queen cross a8. So if you see the material, black has got 1 point extra, okay. But if you see the position, white has very good position, winning position. So queen f6 check, king has to move over here, king g8, and now rook cross d6. So now one more piece is coming forward. Okay, this is a threat. So let's rook e8, okay, stopping this rook d8 threat. Rook d7, okay, now Kasparov has this threat, either queen g7 or rook g7, something like that. It's very difficult to stop, and that's why the opponent resigned. Because now, if you want to delay the checkmate, you have to give away some pieces, like rook e7 with the queen or the rook. If you do anything else like b6, I'll play, there is a checkmate going there. So queen g7 was the threat. He couldn't stop it, and that's why he resigned. And Kasparov won the game.